Okay. Hi, everybody. So, as you can see, the screen is currently black. That's because my software for... Hold on. This vaporwave is good, but it's loud in my ears. My software for recording my face has decided once again to be a butt, but instead of deciding to put a watermark down, it has just decided not to record. I don't know if that's because they got savvy to my plan of cock-blocking their watermark, or if that's just the way the world is. So, I might end up getting that other software for this anyway. I'll try throughout the stream, but I genuinely don't have any faith in this situation. Chubby is here, but you can't see him. Say hi, Chubs. One time I want you to scream. Here, come here. Oh, come on, you're purring. Aren't you, buddy? Mwah. Oh, big old fat baby. I guess I could share my screen and show you my scoreboard if you guys were interested. Or I could just show you what I'm working on. Well, I'm working on Lonely Octopus stuff today, so probably not then. Let's see. We'll give it one more try. Pull up the software. Maybe I need to like... Hold on. There's a way to like reset it, isn't there? Oh, I don't think there is. No, there is, because I did it yesterday. So here's my problem. It's not even connecting to my integrated camera, so it's not even that there's a connection issue between my software and my phone. Only now it's not even trying to connect to my phone. Oh my god. I hate it here. Okay, let's try wirelessly connecting and then plug my phone in. Maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, okay. It just decided. I guess it sensed that my phone is here. It's giving me the sound effect of something happening, but I don't think anything is happening. Can you guys hear okay? Can I get a sound check? Yeah. Everything else should be muted other than the vaporwave and myself. Do a quick double check here. I think we're good though. Cephalon Cypress says, I can hear you. Suzumiya is waving. So, hello, Suzumiya and Cephalon. It's good to see you both. Cephalon, where have you been, my guy? My homie? I see Stretch and your icon on the right corner. Bottom. Yes. That's because... I guess I could just use my webcam, couldn't I? I don't want to. It's not as high quality as using my phone. And like, usually my phone is like, do you trust this device? And I have to say, yeah, I trust this device. But my phone hasn't popped that window up either, so now I'm really confused. No, seriously, like, it's just not... It's reading from my phone. My phone is connected to my computer. And I can see all of my files from my phone. So it's not like my phone isn't connected to my computer. It's just Camo is not connecting to something. So. C'est la vie. Alright. we will set up a screen capture for my scoreboard. Stuff on Cypress says, spring quarter classes began this week, so I've been doing that, but luckily I got everything done this week, so now weekend stuff. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats. I'm happy for you. I'm gonna set my phone there just out of habit and leave that there. Okay, let's quickly try to figure out... Let's see, I can do stream share. And we can change this. If I get a window up, I can pull up just my scoreboard. And we can do a window capture. And we'll go ahead and get rid of... No, I'm not sure I want to remove camo, but we will move it to the back. Well, we're getting off to a good start tonight, aren't we? It's fine. Let's see, we want the new timer. We'll put that all the way at the top. And... yeah. Cut that in there. Oh, no, that cut the music. Oopsie doopsie. It's because I didn't have Wavy Wednesdays set up here. I guess we'll be starting this album over. It's fine. No! Oh my god. Okay, I got this. I figured it out. I figured out what I did wrong. We're all in this together, gang. We're gonna High School Musical this shit. Oh, but that's just a screen share. Damn it. Come on, Ace. You're smarter than this. I'm not smarter than this. We're having problems. Okay. Why is Wavy Wednesdays not playing? I specifically asked for it to play. There we go. Alright, Wavy Wednesdays is playing. Let me see if I can set up a different screen capture. I'm gonna have to go through and sort out my OBS, like, scenes at some point. Because it's not doing it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Gonna put in this URL here. Okay. And we're actually going to that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. It made it a square. I need it to be a rectangle. I hate it here. Huh? My roommate is reminding me that a square is a rectangle. Oh. I don't want you guys to see that. Oopsie. Oh my god. I can't get this together. Ah! Alright, hold on. I think I can figure this out. Okay. I want a window capture. Yeah, that's what I want. Last resort. Chrome, yep, Yep, that's perfect. Okay. Awesome. Oh my god, I hate this. Okay, can we call this good? Which one is this? Is this? What am I touching right now? What am I clicking? Okay. Okay, this one can go away. Yes, I am sure I want to remove that. Perfect. I don't think this is the right ratio for OBS. Oh well. And we want the timer moved to the top. There. I know you guys can't tell the difference, but now, when I minimize this window, it'll stay there. Okay, sorry, I was mumbling, I apologize. Savon Cypress says, love all the colors, lol. Savon Cypress then says, I'm having a hard time hearing you, fam. I apologize, I'm here now. Did you miss me? I bet you missed me. Alright, I'm really frustrated about this camera thing, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna let it get behind me. I'll give it one more try, and then if it doesn't work, I'll give it another try later. Cephalon says, I did. You did miss me. Good. I can only assume that's what you're talking about. Or rather, I can't just assume that's what you're talking about. I'm choosing to assume that's what you're talking about. Alright, we're gonna leave that there, loading indefinitely. And, we're gonna start streaming. I guess I could give you guys a little scoreboard tour, but we'll wait until later, I think. So, we'll just leave that there. It's fine. Audio only stream, guys. Ending the week on a bang. Alright, who wants to start with a 25? Or should we do 50? I could do either or. I'd draw up a dice table and show it to you guys, but, no camera. Should I just use my webcam? I don't know, it's not at a good angle for me. But I've been losing weight, and I've been trying really hard not to be self-conscious about my chin. So maybe I should. Sometimes it's just easier not to worry about those things, though. I don't know, maybe a faceless stream will be good for me. Sorry, y'all, it's been a day. We ran out of power at work in the last 2 hours, so I just sat there, like, doing nothing and talking to the staff. It's been a crazy day. And then I went to eat mac and cheese. Well, rather, I had a grilled cheese, so my stomach is full and my brain is empty. Alright. I guess I could just roll a die to decide. Israel Martin says hello. Hello, Israel. It's good to see you. I'm glad you made it to the stream. We're having camera issues, so it's gonna be a faceless stream today. Until I can get this figured out. Cypress says, we love a grilled cheese. We do love a grilled cheese, and it had some bomb tomato soup to go with it. It was Munster and mozzarella, and crispy chicken, and carrot, and roasted red pepper, and mango habanero sauce. And it was fucking fire. It was so good. Oh, I ate I didn't eat every single last bite. There was a single bite left of the sandwich, but that was just because it was so much food. Oh. You know, come to think of it, I'm actually a little happy you guys can't see me because, like, my stomach is way out there today. But I should stop being self-conscious of myself because I'm sure some kid out there in the future is going to hear this and be like, oh, is fat stomachs bad? No, kiddo. Fat stomachs are not bad, I promise. Artisanal type stuff, it sounds delicious. It was amazing. I don't regret it, even though my stomach is out like another 2 inches than it was before. Those were 2 inches that I've lost in the past couple weeks, so no net loss or gain here. Good old modern tech always breaks down when you need it the most, Israel says. Yeah, tell me about it. God, I wish modern tech would work with me. Ugh. I probably just need to get a camera. Like, I just need to set up an actual camera. It's not something that's in the books right now. Maybe next time I get paid 5 times in a month. This month, so I'm getting paid 5 times this month, and that extra paycheck is going to go towards some art stuff for the channel. I'm really excited. Alright, that's a 17. I'm gonna say we do a 50, because it was a high roll. So, I'm gonna set the timer for 50. We've got enough Vaporwave to last us for a little bit, hopefully. I think so, at least. So. And, you know, I gotta remind myself that even the greats have nights like this, you know? Like, I was there, one of my first live streams that I made for Tina, she was having tech issues and she did just a voice-only live stream. And we all still had a good time. So, I should really stop beating myself up about this. Okay. Enough ramblings aside. 50 minutes. Let's go. I'll see you soon. Happy studying.
Welcome to the interdimensional elevator. Please select a dimension. You have arrived to your destination.
Hey, so I told Alexa to stop while I was doing something and then completely forgot that the timer had gone off. Oops. Sorry. Cephalon says it's a vibe. Darby says, yep. Hi, Darby. It's good to see you. Cypress says, OMG, Ace, if you aren't already a fan, then you might be interested in Jake Wesley Rogers. They are a singer and their music is so phenomenal. You know, send me some of their stuff on Discord and I'll put it on my to-watch list. I am genuinely wanting to try out, like, more new music. The problem is, since I'm really only listening to music when I'm doing stuff, I only ever listen to stuff without lyrics. Unless I'm, like, in the shower or something. Or walking. I'll listen to lyric music when I'm walking. I should set a timer. God, I love this artist so much. We are listening to Stevia Sphere tonight, and their stuff is just so relaxing. She's such an impressive, like, artist. She's really new to the vaporwave scene, like, within the past 10 years. We were listening to some of her stuff last week, and I liked her stuff so much that I wanted to listen to it again. So thank you guys for indulging me. I appreciate it. Oh, I should probably turn down the music, shouldn't I? Oh my god, I am out of sorts today. I didn't know that not having a camera would be messing me up this badly. I was bad. I checked my phone during a Pomo, and I'm like, this is the first time I've checked my phone while on stream. Since we started, really, since before I started using my phone as a camera. So, I mean, like, I would check it to do, like, texts and stuff, and you guys would see that, but, like, now I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to either put my phone away for streams or just use it every single time. Cypress says, if this kind of music played at a Chinese buffet, I would be so glad. Bro! Fam! Sib! Sis! Yes! Like, oh my god, can you imagine getting stoned and going to a Chinese buffet and just eating all of the food there while this music is playing? That sounds like a good-ass time. Danielle says, hello from Journey. Dina and Rob also say hi. Hi, Dina. Hi, Rob. Hello, Danielle. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the concert. Be sure you get lots of video of it. Cypress says, a vibe. That it is. You know, there's nothing stopping me from ordering Chinese. I could do that tonight if I wanted to. Like, I wouldn't be able to go to a buffet, but I could order Chinese. That being said, I am still so full from that grilled cheese. It is filling. And mind you, I haven't really been eating that many carbs over the past couple of weeks. Like, I've been having, like, relatively carb-heavy dinners, but nothing like that. It's just, it's nuts. And I mean, like, it's not just carbs either, because there's a fair amount of, like, cheese and, yeah, a lot of cheese, really, and, like, protein, but, oh. And then I had the soup to go with it. I feel like the acidity of tomato soup just goes really naturally with, like, the creaminess of grilled cheese. And, like, the two of them balance each other out, not only in taste, but also in your stomach. So that way you're not, like, super acidic or super basic. I feel like too much acid and too much base have different problems, right? Because one of them leads to, like, queasiness and nausea, and then the other one leads to, like, heartburn. I'm pretty sure. I don't know anything about food science. Don't quote me on this. How are you guys doing? Y'all are very quiet. Cephalon says, what's your favorite food? That's a really hard decision to make. I'm not even gonna lie. Because it really does change. I will say that there are qualities in food that I regularly love. Like, if there's a variety of textures, that's my shit. You know? Like, the Nerds gummy clusters, just the chewy and the crunchy and, like, just the stimulation of the flavor and, like, feeling the crunch, good stuff. I love a good, like, tacos are pretty decent, but they're messy, so they're not always my favorite. I love wraps. Like, wraps are really good because they're portable and they're not as messy, and I like that about them. See, I'm trying to think, like, if I were on death row and I knew tomorrow would be my last day and I got to have any meal of my choice, what would I choose? And I can't choose anything. I'd want to choose something expensive just to stick it to them, but then at the same time, you look kind of like an asshole going out, you know? Probably, I really love ice cream. Can we include ice cream as a food? What about you guys? What is your favorite food? I'm curious. Maybe your decisions will inspire me to choose something. I had a sushi burrito the other week. Like, not last week, but the week before. That was really good. Sushi is good in general. You know, I could positively say sushi, because sushi is so, like, versatile. Really, rice and anything, as long as it's wrapped up or put into bite-sized pieces, you could call it quote-unquote sushi. So, I don't think that you can, actually. I think there's a rule for what you can call sushi, but I worked at a sushi restaurant where basically everything was sushi, so, you know. Fried green tomatoes with cheeseburger and tots. The ideal meal. Ooh. It's been a hot second since I've had a fried green tomato. You just unlocked a deep memory in me, Cypress. Where are you going that has fried green tomatoes and cheeseburgers and tots? Like, that's insane. Unless you're not going anywhere and that's like your dream meal from a dream restaurant. There was a restaurant here in Tulsa. Oh, Cypress says you make them? Y'all, Cypress makes fried green tomatoes. Sib, I didn't know you were a chef. What the hell? Really? Damn, you gotta send me some recipes or something. So do you, like, pan fry them? Or do you put them in, like, an air fryer? How do you fry them? Any interesting tales from the sushi job? You know, it was... So I was a bartender there at first, and they had an opening for a reservation specialist because management had been doing all of the reservations, and it was getting in the way of them being managers. And I was like, I want that job. I just want a job where I don't do anything other than, like, manage times. Cypress says, I fry them in vegetable oil. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Okay. Like, you fry them on the, like, pan fry them? Or do you, like, deep fry them? Do you have a deep fryer that you use? Anyway, so that was the job that I first started to realize that using, like, being good with spreadsheets and using spreadsheets could actually get me in pretty decent places in life. So I really used that opportunity to maximize my spreadsheet skills as far as I could, in relation to how I could use them as a reservationist. And honestly, I created, like, some damn good shit, if I say so myself. Like, I'm impressed still that I managed to do that. Cypress says, so you can deep fry in a small pot, and I just bread them and then fry them with enough oil that cooks one half and then flip. Okay. Yeah! Okay. I'll have to give that a try. What kind of batter do you use? Where was I going? Right. Yeah, so now I look back at that job and I'm like, man, little baby Ace didn't know shit about shit. But coming out of my manic episode, coming out of that job in general, I was like, I want to stay away from restaurants if I can. And I basically just applied for a lot of, like, data analyst and data science positions just to, like, just to throw something out there and see if it takes. That resulted in, like, literally getting 40 emails in a night during my manic episode. That was not fun. But I had managed to land an interview before I was manic, with the job that I have now. Was that time when you first got into data analytics and such, or was that early on? No, okay. Yeah, so my dad and I talk about this pretty regularly. He'd be really proud if he heard me saying this now, I hope. He's not gone, he's at church. So Dad instilled at me from a very young age that I am extremely privileged. And not just because I'm white. In fact, the fact that I'm white didn't really come up all that much. It was because I had a computer. And this was growing up back in the early 2000s. So kids today, youngins, them Zoomers, having a computer is nothing new to them, right? Like, they got smartphones when they were in middle school, okay? Like, they grew up with a computer in their pocket. However, for people that are my age or older, having a computer in the house was actually a very big privilege, and it contributed to what is called the technical divide. And he instilled on me from a very young age, you have an upper hand. Like, you need to understand that not everyone is as lucky as you. And I really appreciate him instilling that in me. Now, he was working from home, and he does, like, tech stuff. I think at the time he was fixing computers. Like, he was working on the hardware. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna have a sip of water. My mouth is getting dry. I know we're out of time, but I'll finish this up. I would grow up and I would watch him fix computers, or I'd watch him do some software thing, or download Linux, or whatever it was that he was doing. I think at one point he was cleaning up a hard drive, and I would always ask him, what are you doing? And he would never respond with just, oh, I'm just doing work, or I'm just crunching numbers. He would actually sit down and explain it to me as though I was able to understand him, which meant eventually I understood him, which was really cool. But I actually used spreadsheets as a kid to keep track of my lollipop inventory when I was selling lollipops. So I do have some early experience with spreadsheets, but I tucked that away because I thought only the successful people in the world were the types of people who would use spreadsheets and crunch numbers and whatnot. And I'm not gonna be successful. There's no way that I could be successful. There's no hope for me, so I'm gonna ignore it. Fuck, meds. Hold on, I'll be back. Alexa, stop. So anyway, flash forward to me taking a reservationist job, realizing that it was everything that I ever wanted in the world, and thinking, man, I could make a living doing this. And then somebody said, yeah, data analysts get paid a lot. And I said, do they? Really? And this is something I can do? And he said, yeah, this is something you can do if you put in the work. And I said, wow. And then I was bragging about my spreadsheet thing online, and about how I made a whole seating system. Like, I made the whole floor chart for the restaurant, and as you put in reservations into the table, it would pop up on the floor chart that I made in the spreadsheet when a party would come in and how many were in the party. Like, physically on the floor chart, you could see it. It was impressive as fuck, and I stand by that work. Even though the job turned out to be kind of shit. And when I was bragging about it online, one of my friends that I had made from an early restaurant gig, I think you might have interacted with him once or twice, Cypress. He was like, I can't believe that you're, like, actually doing this. This is insane. You're straight up making the spreadsheet do what you want it to, other than just, like, holding data. You're a data analyst or a data scientist, 100%. And I said, data scientist? Me? I like the sound of that. And I just went full steam ahead forward with that one. I was gonna wait as long as possible to learn how to code, and then I got into Lonely Octopus, and they're like, learning how to code is gonna be the first thing you do. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So not only am I learning how to code first and foremost, but I'm also learning about stats first and foremost. These were going to be my last two steps. I was going to learn about, like, database management in SQL and whatnot first, because that was what I was most familiar with. I had worked with Access, Microsoft Access, which is its database program. Not as cool as MySQL, better than MongoDB, I'm sure. Let me take my meds. They've been sitting on my laptop this entire time. But yeah. What an awesome story. How cool that you found this passion and that it seems to be so life-giving. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, I will never stop learning how to do this, and that's a good thing. I will never be bored of doing this. This is something that I can continue to learn day in and day out and never get bored. And I'm so excited about that. But it's hard as fuck. I don't understand stats, and this is like my biggest roadblock right now. And but yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, not only is this something that I'm good at and that I'm passionate about, it's also something that can be used to help people, right? Like, as a data analyst, I have an opportunity to hopefully, a data analyst or a data scientist or a machine learning algorithm operator, whatever, somewhere in this field there is more than enough space for diversity. In fact, there's more than enough need for diversity. Like, we need people in these fields that are diverse, because these things are getting so powerful. We need to be able to identify human bias when it's there, because we don't want to be training AI on human bias, right? So, like, I was just talking to ChatGPT, and I'm like, hey, can you give me an example of how to use this stat? And they're like, yeah, sure, here's an example using male and female as the gender binary. Or I was needing an example of a data frame using a binary example, and they were like, here's gender, it's a binary example. And I responded, and I'm like, I appreciate the well thought out response. I might encourage you to do some research on gender theory, though. We've learned that there are more than two genders. And they were like, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm only trained with stuff that was up to 2021, and in the back of my head, I'm like, we've known about those for a while, but okay. And I was like, no worries, I understand. And can you give me another example? And they were like, sure thing. And they gave me another example using the gender binary. Just immediately after. So there needs to be more people like me. There needs to be just really people of every minority on the front scene of this AI, like, algorithm. I guess you could call it epidemic. It's essentially taking over lives. We were just talking about it yesterday. There was a judge that used ChatGPT to determine whether or not someone would get bail, and I'm so pissed about it. I'm so upset. Why? That's such an unethical use of AI. You can use AI in, like, the legal proceedings to crunch data. You can use AI to give you, like, further insight and maybe, like, to point lawyers in the right path as to, like, what kind of laws to look into or whatever. I don't know how lawyers work, but a judge definitely should not be using AI. Like, I'm ChatGPT is pretty cool. It helps me make D&D campaigns. Oh, that's sick! I actually haven't heard of anyone using ChatGPT for D&D. That's pretty neat. Okay. Shoot. That would be fun though. So I'm kind of wanting to do something called D and Data, which would basically be a data science starter pack framed around Dungeons and Dragons. So everything from database management and SQL commands to perhaps doing some coding. We might code a game sort of style, like a tabletop simulator, but like, yeah, maybe. That one looks like a pretty big task, but then again, game design has been simplified to the point that a beginner probably could make a pretty easy, like, map and character movement engine. Hopefully. But also, like, I want to go into stats and stuff. Susan Mia says, that's cool. That is pretty cool. Have you been here the whole time? I'm sorry, dog. Cypress says, D and Data is also a great name. Thank you. I appreciate it. I worked really hard on it. I thought long and hard about it. But also, like, I would use it to teach stats, and kind of the goal there is to hopefully pull a wider audience into the idea of working with data science so as to combat the heavy cis straight heteronormative bias, cis straight white heteronormative bias that there is right now in these machine learning algorithms. Hopefully the more diversity that we get on the front scene, the better, right? Because we need women there, we need trans women there, we need black women there, we need black trans women there, we need black men, we need trans men, we need black trans men, we need disabled people, people who face any sort of disorder from schizophrenia to depression to ADHD to physical disabilities, people who are blind, people who are deaf. We need to find ways to create accessibility so that these people can also be there to represent themselves in these machine learning algorithms. Sorry, I've been on this soapbox for like 2 weeks, and yesterday the news pissed me off just enough to like really start going. Yeah. Alright, enough info dumping. Let's do at least another 25 so I can hit my hundreds for the day. Let's take a look-see here. Well, actually, do you guys like my graph? We're at almost 100 all the way around. I gotta do an hour of self-study tonight. That'll happen after the stream. We're at our goal for YouTube right now, but I'm gonna do some extra work on it tomorrow. Exercise, we hit 100 again today. And I just need another half hour for Lonely Octopus. So. I do need to do a full 4 hours before Monday. So I do need to do another hour and a half on Lonely Octopus, but I think I might just only have another half hour in me, if I'm being honest. Stats is dense, y'all. I'm gonna have to take this project at small chunks at a time. Like, I'm gonna have to go to doing half an hour a day because this is rough. What do y'all think? Based, Cypress says. My take or my spreadsheet? I hope my take is based. Fingers crossed. I could probably push myself for a 50 if we wanted to, but both, LOL. Thank you. I appreciate it. I worked really hard on both. I think we're actually just gonna stick to a 25, because the last time that I spent here, if I do a 50 here, I'm not gonna have the energy to do a 50 for reading. And reading's, like, really important to me. It's been nice, like, going to sleep and not, like, viewing social media and instead just reading. It's been good. It's been good for the soul. I've really enjoyed it. Alright, let's do 25. Alright, see you soon.
right with you. Everything feels right. Neon lights make the night so bright with you. Everything feels right. Neon lights make the night so bright with you. Everything feels right. Neon lights make the night so bright with you. Everything feels right. Neon lights make the night so bright with you. Everything feels right. Neon lights make the night so bright with you.
Alright. I could not focus for the life of me during that. I tried though. Also, are you guys able to see my mouse when I move it around? No, not unless I'm on that window. Okay. Now you can see it. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So I just straight up couldn't focus during that Pomu. Oof. We're making the attempt though. I will eventually get there. I think my brain just burns out on stats really easy because it's so much jargon and it's so dense, like insanely dense. So I think I just need to go at this thinking chip damage. Like I need to just slowly chip at it until eventually it makes sense. Okay, so good news is I don't need to make a lunch for tomorrow because I'm home tomorrow. I think I will take the night off from making my lunch. I have some cut up stuff in there for making a salad. That should be good enough. I think I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna listen to some lo-fi and I'm gonna read for a little bit because I think my brain need some time to turn off. Cypress says, EDK, lol, when I asked if they were gonna share pictures of their art practice. That's fine. Not everything has to be out in the public. It's not necessary, you know? Israel says, Cephalon Cypress, you should make ChatGPT an encounter for one of your campaigns. Cypress says, you are a genius. I'm on it. Israel follows up with, make all of its actions based solely on the inputs the party gives it, in a completely unpredictable way. You know, Israel... Suzu says, enjoy your reading. What are you reading? I'm still finishing up Atomic Habits. I'm not sure what I'm gonna pick up after Atomic Habits. There's a book that I need to check out and see if I can find it. Somebody suggested it to me. It's like a socialist kind of text. I think. He brought it up when we were talking about socialism, so I'm gonna assume it's about socialism. Israel, I gotta be real with you, Doug. I've been trying to get you to do something for these streams this entire time, and it looks like you might be interested in creating a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, or at the very least, maybe creating assets for a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It sounds like maybe you've got something you can do during these streams. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Hey, Chubbers. Yeah, Susan, it's good to see you, by the way. I appreciate you being here on this Vaporwave Friday. Reminder, y'all, next week we will be going to a Tuesday through Thursday schedule, with, instead of Vaporwave Friday, we will be doing Wavy Wednesday. I'm really excited for Wavy Wednesday. Hey, bud. Oh, come on, buddy. You gonna purr for the microphone? Huh? I don't think he's gonna purr. Maybe, though. Oh. Maybe. I can feel him purring, but I don't know if you guys can hear him purring. Yeah, it's a microphone. He's sniffing the microphone now. Chubby, are we gonna make ASMR with you? Huh? You wanna make some ASMR, buddy? Cypress says, wavy! Yeah. Nah, I'm excited. Because it means that we can include, like, some synthwave and really anything that falls under the sort of vaporwave. Suzu says, I hear him. Cypress says, we def can hear him and it's so cute. Suzu says, hi, Fluffy. See that? They're saying hi to you. Mwah. I'm glad that you can hear him. Yeah, aren't you a good baby? I know, we gotta sit down and do some reading. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I think Chubby is trying to give me my cue that I need to go. Ain't that right, bud? Huh? Israel says, do you have a Discord? I do. I can send you my Discord information after the stream if you are interested. Which, clearly you are, so I will. Alright, bud. Oh, he's such a big cat. He weighs so much. I could do curls with Chubby and get toned, and I'm not even joking. So. Alright. I think I'm gonna log off. So, I will see you all on Tuesday. And I think instead of starting at 7:15, we'll just go ahead and jump to a start time of 7 o'clock, and I'll just see if I can make it work. Hopefully. We'll get this sorted. I might schedule it for 7:30, just so I can have some buffer in case we run into software issues. I'm gonna try to figure them out over the weekend, though. Cypress says, thanks for the stream. Good night. Good night! I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Stay safe out there.